Good morning. Today's session we are going to see the math subject for grade 4. Previous session we discussed the properties of the division and multiply by 10, 1000, 100, division of 5 digit by 2 digit divisor. I hope everyone or understood that concept clearly. Good. Now we start to discuss the next topics are estimating the product word problem. So first we have to see the estimating the product. So already we discussed the what is estimation. So estimation means we have to apply the rounding off concept. Yes, I know everyone are interested in listen the class because it's a rounding off topic. Okay, you already know that rounding off concept. Rounding off concept we can divide it into two parts. What is that? Yes, very good. That is nearest to tens. Another one is nearest to 100. First we have to recall that nearest to tens and nearest to 100 rules. Okay. Have you all ready to listen the class? Yes. Yes, so see the rounding off we have to divide it in two parts. One is nearest to tens, another one is nearest to hundreds. So first one is the nearest to tens. Nearest to tens means we should observe which place? Yes, very good. That is ones place. We should observe the ones place. So if for ones place means we have the two rules. What are the two rules? Less than 5 means we have to replace by 0 in ones place. Remaining digits you have to write as it is. Okay. Another rule is 5 or more than 5 means 5 or more than 5 means replace by 0, add 1 in tens place. In which place we have to add 1? Yes, very good. That is tens place. Nearest to tens means which digit we have to observe? Very good. That is ones place. So this is the nearest to tens. Next we have to recall the nearest to 100. Yes, next one is nearest to hundreds. Nearest to hundreds means we should observe the tens place. We should observe the tens place. Okay, tens place means we have the two rules. One is that less than 5. Less than 5 means the same procedure replaced by 0 but in two places. What are the two places? Tens and ones place. In nearest to tens we have to replace by 0 in ones place. But in the nearest to 100 means we have to replace by 0 in two places. What are the two places? Tens and ones place. Remaining places are same. Okay. So next two rule is that 5 or more than 5. 5 or more than 5 means replace by 0 in tens and ones place. Add 1 in, that is very important. Add 1 in hundreds place. Add 1 in 100 place. In nearest to tens means which place we have to add 1. Very good, that is tens place. But nearest to 100 means very good, that is add 1 to the tens place. Okay, in the tens place we have to add 1. You have any doubts in the nearest to tens and nearest to 100? Yes. Now we have to see the topic. So this is the first sem. First problem, estimating the product. So this is a question, 356 divided by 7. Okay, here we are going to apply the nearest to tens concept. Okay, so nearest to tens means first we have to write the number separately. Okay, first we have to find the estimating product. Okay, estimate value 7. What is this sign? We call it as? Yes, very good. That is approximate sign. Nearest to tens means which digit we have to observe? Yes, very good. That is ones place. First we have to write the places. Then only it is easy to find the answer. So ones place. So see the ones place. What number is there? It's 6. 6 is more than 5 or less than 5? Very good. More than 5. More than 5 means what we have to do? Yes, put 0 in which place? Ones place. Remaining digits you have. Remaining digits, see more than 5 means you have to add 1 in tens place. So already it is 5. Now I am going to add 1. So it is changed to 6. Remaining places you write as it is. Okay. So see the next one, 7 in ones place. 7 is more than 5. So put 0 in ones place. Add 1 in tens place. But no number is there. So directly we have to write the 1. So the answer is 10. Okay. So this we have to call it as estimated value. This one we call it as the actual value. Okay, see here, this one is estimated value. You already know very well which is estimated value and which is actual value. Okay, actual value and estimated value. Now we have to divide this estimated value. Listen carefully. 360 divided by 10. Okay, 360 divided by 10. First we have to write the places. Yes. So already we recall that already we discussed division by 10, 100 and 1000. You know that concept. Now we have to recall that concept. See, already we discussed the division by 10. What are the procedures? See here, when a number is divided by 10, the digit at the ones place comes the remainder. The ones place comes as a remainder, other digits comes as a quotient. So see that example, what is a ones place? It's a 8. So that is remainder, remaining places is a quotient. Okay. So we have to apply this concept in that sum. Okay. So ones place is a remainder, remaining digit is a quotient. Okay. So see here also 360 divided by 10. So what is the procedure? Quotient, remainder. What is the ones place? 0. So 0 is the remainder, remaining places is the quotient. So this is the way you have to apply the division by 10's concept. Okay. You have any doubt? So divided by 10 means 1's place comes the remainder, remaining places the quotient. Okay, you have any doubts? Next we see one more example for the estimated product in nearest to hundreds concept. Okay, so next question is that 348 divided by 88. Here we are going to apply the nearest to tens concept. Nearest to hundreds concept. Nearest to hundreds means which digit we have to observe? Very good, that is tens place. Okay, what number in tens place? It's 4. So less than 5 or more than 5 is the less than 5. Less than 5 means what we have to do? Put 0 in tens and ones place. Remaining digits you have to write as it is. Its answer is 300. Okay. In case in tens place is more than 5 means what we have to do? Put 0 in tens and ones place, add 1 in 100 place. Here the 100 place is not there. So first we have to write the 0. Just to consider it's a 0. 1 plus 0 it's 1. Okay, the answer is 100. Okay, now we understood? Yes. Now we have to find the answer, quotient and remainder. Okay, before we have to find the quotient and remainder, we have to recall that what is the procedure, what is the concept while division by 100. Okay, and when a number divided by 100 means what is the procedure, that we have to recall first. Then we have to find the quotient and remainder. Okay, then it is easy for you. Yes, first see here 300 and 100. This one we call it as a very good, that is estimated value. Yes, next one is the actual value. Actual value. So first we have to recall what is the procedure for find the quotient and remainder divided by 100. So this is the concept for division by 100. When a number is divided by 100, the digit at ones and tens place. What are the place? Ones and tens place becomes a remainder. So what are the place comes as a remainder? Ones and tens place. Remaining digit, remaining places from the quotient. Okay, that should be considered as a quotient. So see that example, tens and ones place is the remainder. Remaining places is the quotient. Okay, now we have to apply this concept in that second sum. Okay, you have any doubts in the division by 100? Yes. So this is the question, 300 divided by 100. Okay, so here I already recall that concept. What is in the tens and ones place? What number in the tens and ones place, that comes as a remainder. Okay, other places should be as a quotient. Okay, so see, tens and ones place it's a 0. So the remainder is 0 only. Okay, so 2 times of 0 it's a 0. So that's why write the only 1 0. Okay, quotient remaining places 3 only. So 3 is a quotient. Okay, now we understood. Divided by 100 means tens on ones place is a remainder, other digit it's a quotient. Okay, now we understood. So next topic is that word problem. So in word problem, very important thing, first you have to read the questions 1 or 3 times. 1 or 2, 3 times you have to read first. Listen, a packet of crayons contains 25 crayons. A packet of crayons contains 25 crayons. So in the word problem, it is very important thing. First you have to read the questions 1 or 2 times. Okay. A packet of crayons contains 25 crayons. If 6482, how we read that number? 6482 crayons are to be packed equally word. Underline that word, equally. How many packets are required? Okay, how many packets are required? Already I told you in the 3rd standard itself, equally. So what is meant by division? That is equal sharing. Okay, equal sharing is the division. Okay, you already learned in the 2nd standard itself. Okay, so we have to use the process in this word problem is that division process. That is the clue word for you, division. See, we already learned in the 2nd standard what is the clue word for addition? That is sum or all. In subtraction, very good, that is left. Okay, so see here, how many packets are required? Will there be any crayons or left? So left means the clue word for subtraction. So we have here, we are going to use the operations division and subtraction. So listen carefully. A packet of a crayons contains 25 crayons. If one packet contains how many crayons? 25. If 6482 crayons are packed equally means how many packets are going to packed? Will be any crayons or left? Okay, first we have to write the what is given in the question. What are the things given in the question itself? What they asked in the question, that we have to write it in first, then we have to do the sum. Okay. See, in question itself they given the clue also. What is the given in the question? One packet contains 25 crayons. So total number of crayons. The total number of crayons is 6482. So the total crayons they given, and one packet contains how many crayons they given. What they asked, if 6482 crayons means how many packets we need. Okay, we required. Okay, so see here, total number of crayons. Total number of crayons is 6482. Number of crayons in one packet given 25. Number of packets required. So that we have to find. That is equally. Equally means division process. Division process means we have to write the fact. 6482 divided by 25 means surely we have to get how many packets we need. Okay. So first we have to divide the number. So I told you if the, so here which is dividend, 25 or 6482. Very good. Dividend is 6482. What is to? It's a 25. It's a divisor. Okay. So see the divisor. It's a 25. Before we have to do the division, first we have to write the tables fully. Then it is easy for doing the division sum. Okay. So first we have to write the tables. Now I am going to do the division. Okay, so the dividend you have to write it in the inside the box, 6482. Then we have to write the divisor. Okay, divisor is the out of the box. Okay, so if the first you have to see the, very good, divisor. So divisor is a 1 digit or 2 digit? 2 digit. So 2 digit means first you have to see the 2 digit number, 64. What is the next steps? You have to compare the divisor and the dividend of 2 digit. So compare means which is greater, dividend is greater. Always whenever you have to compare with divisor, the dividend always the greater. So then only we have to do the division. So it says 64. No problem. You have to do the division directly. So 64 means 64 is in the 25th table. Check the tables first. No. So nearest to 64. Nearest to 64 means which is 3 times of is 75, but 2 times of is 50. So you have to see the 2 times of 25 is what is the answer? It's 50. Here we have to do the division or a addition. Multiplication, not a subtraction. Okay, subtract that number 4, 1. Okay, compare these two numbers. It's a 14. So compare with the divisor, and each step you have to compare the number to the divisor. Okay, so compare means divisor is the greater. So here you have to see the one more, get help from the next places. It's 148. So 148 compare with the divisor. 148 is a greater number. So we have to see the table. So 148 is in the 25th table. No. So nearest to 148, see here, 6 times of 25 is 150. So more than 148. So we have to take the 5 times of 25. 5 times of 25. 5 times of 25, it's a 125. 8 minus 8 minus 5, 3. 4 minus 2, it's 2. Compared to the divisor 23, each step you have to compare with the divisor. Okay, 23 compared with the 25, so which is a greater? Divisor is a greater, so it should not come. Okay, always the divisor dividend only is a greater. So again we have to take the next place. 232. 232 is in the table. No. Nearest to 232, 9 times of 25. 9 times of 25 is that answer? 225. So subtract that number. 2 minus 5 is not possible. So we have to get help from the next one. It's changed to 2. The answer is 7. So here, so now you can identify which is dividend, quotient, remainder. Listen carefully. This one is quotient. Yes, quotient. Next one, this one, divisor. Next, this one is dividend. The last one is remainder. So you have any doubts in this sum? Any doubt? Okay. So the final answer is quotient 259, remainder is 7. So last you have to write how many packets required. Therefore 259 packets are required and 7 crayons will be left. So we have to write this result also. Okay, you have any doubts? Now I am going to conclude this session with a quick recap. See, today we have discussed about the estimating product and the word problem. So estimated so that is estimated quotient, estimating the quotient. Sorry Kana. So it's the nearest to tens concept. I mean rounding of concept we have to apply it here. So okay, so this is nearest to tens concept. Next one is nearest to hundreds. Okay, first we have to find the estimated value. Then only we have to find the division number. There we have to apply the division by 10, 100, thousands concept. Okay. So next one is the word problem. So word problem means first you have to read the word problems and you have to identify what is given in the question, what they asked in the question. That first you have to identify and write it in the given format. Okay. Afterwards you have to do the division concept. Okay. So first you have to write the tables and then you have to do the division. Okay. Last you have to write the divisor, quotient, dividend, remainder. Okay, if you have doubts in your answer means you have to verify the answers using the formula. What is the formula? What is the formula, children, for finding the answer, for verifying the answers in the division? Divisor into quotient plus remainder equal to dividend. Okay. Okay, now we come to the end of this session. If you have any doubts means we will discuss in the next classes. So at last you have to write the result part also. Okay. Thank you.